What's going on, y'all? Y'all know who it is. Mr. GiveMeFace. Y'all already know, gang. And GiveMeFace. Y'all know it's GiveMeFace. That's what they call me.
Your name, your brand, and where you from, basically.
Cincinnati, Ohio. But I'm nationwide. Y'all know me. I am Mr. GiveMeFace. I am a creative photographer and videographer sometimes. I do creative portraits, so whether that be for business and brands, or if you need professional headshots or portfolio stuff, or just some live creative, can I cuss? I can cuss? Some live ass birthday photo shoots. I'm your go-to guy. Before I got into photography, I had my own jewelry store, and I used to take pictures of my jewelry, with my phone, and the attention to detail that I paid to the diamonds and how the light went in and refracted out and hit the light and all that stuff like that. Combined with my boy Ian, shout out to Eyeballing. He do a lot of stuff like in clubs and stuff like that. He works with brands as well, but he had hit me up like this. When I was bigger too. I was working out. He was like, bro, I need somebody with tattoos to come hold this picture frame. It's gonna be some girls, some liquor. I'm right there like, say less. I'm pulling up. So I pulled up and I did that shoot for him. And I did like one or two other shoots for him. And so it was like the combination of me taking pictures of my jewelry and being in front of the camera, it sparked my interest to be behind the camera. Cause I'm asking him like, what's that light do? Why are you switching the lens out? Like, what'd that camera do? What'd that do? And it just started getting them gears rolling in my head. I've always been like a creative, even with jewelry, having to design people's jewelry for them and stuff like that. So I've just always been a creative, and that's what sparked it for me. And then I'm right there like, I'm about to get a camera. I'm a person who, I go where my passion takes me. So even though I don't have a jewelry store, I still have clients who hit me up. So I still do one-off projects for people, or get people stuff clean or diamonds replaced and stuff like that. For my higher end clients, I still do stuff for them. So it's not like I'm not doing it, but I just photography. This is where I'm at right now. I love creating. I love thinking of something, or I drive past the location and they're like, ooh, I can do some high fashion Vogue stuff there. Like, let me put the gears in motion to make that happen. That's just where my passion is right now. Like, and I'll be doing this until it's like, I don't feel like doing it no more, or something else comes along that sparks my attention. Like the typical photographer, when I first started out, I just used my name, initials, AD Photography. When I started with photography, I was always outside the box. Like, I've just always been, like, when I look back at some of my older work, I'm right there like, I need to get back to that. Cause like right now I'm just doing cookie cutter stuff, new backdrop, because that's what clients are paying for and that's what they're wanting. But I used to do stuff where it's like, I made a girl look like she was in the water like in a mermaid. I did a picture where I sat on my couch and I edited like I was petting a lion and I was reading a book. I used to do some crazy stuff, and that also carried over into my photography. So I used to always try to do outside the box stuff, creative stuff. My one client, Silver Bands, shout out to Silver Bands. She's like, your name it don't represent your work. Like, your work is so live and creative and your name is just like typical. And I'm right there like, damn, you right. When I'm doing photography, I'm saying GiveMeFace so much. I'm right there like, GiveMeFace. And for some reason, I don't even have to tell them what kind of face. Like the clients, I'm like, ooh, GiveMeFace. And they just give it. Like, they just give smolder or give the smile. Like, they just do it. Like, I don't say, give me a cute face, give me a smiley face. Like, I just like, GiveMeFace. Like, so I'm right there like, when I call Silver, I'm right there like, I got it. She was like, what? I'm like, GiveMeFace. Like, she was like, oh, that's live. And it's just stuck with me ever since. And that was probably like 6 years ago. Hobby Lobby project, definitely one of my tops. That's where I took like 4 models into Hobby Lobby, and basically the idea behind that was like, I'm gonna take these models into the floral section of Hobby Lobby and take their pictures, but I'm gonna make it look like we're outside of some garden. So I'm putting sunlight off their shoulder. I'm putting like lens flares in the pictures and stuff like that. So I put the picture edited with the picture with my phone that I took, behind the scenes, and I put that on Facebook, and it literally did 250,000 shares in 24 hours. Like, it went crazy viral. It sparked the Hobby Lobby challenge on Instagram. People were doing it literally all over the world, going into craft stores and taking pictures by the fake plants. That was like one of my top joints right there. Outside of that, I've just done like, just one-off pictures. It's like, oh, this picture is the one. The one where I had Nay holding a mirror, looking in the mirror, was another one that's hung up in here over there on the wall. That's another fun project, but I can't name them all. It's been a lot. Every big project that I've done with me and Unica, where we've taken girls into the junkyard, into the recycling yard, and just in some high fashion Vogue stuff, that was a great project. So yeah, it's been a lot. But Hobby Lobby is like the top one, just because not only did it make me go viral, it increased my following, it also got me booked in Seattle. People really flew me to Seattle just because of that shoot. And it made me money. I can't take all of the credit for the sets that I create. I tell everybody, like the people who ask me, like photographers and my mentees, that when it comes to social media, you create your own news feed. There's an algorithm. If you want to see big booty girls, that's what's going to be on your feed all the time. Me personally, like, I like to follow creatives that I feel as though are light years above my creativity. So I follow a lot of those people. So sometimes I see like inspo for a set. Like, I seen someone, either they shot in actual Morocco somewhere, or they built a set, but I seen their pictures. I'm right there like, ooh, I can build a set like that. Like, I can do something like that. And I take it, I save it until the proper time for me to, apply it. And I just literally look at the picture from that inspo. I put my own twist to it. Like, I don't think their walls had as much detail as mine. So I'm like, if I lived in Morocco, let me look at some Morocco houses. Let me look at what it looks like to be in Morocco, or just in that Middle East period. So I'm absorbing everything that I'm seeing, the colors and the patterns and all that one stuff, and then I apply it to my set. And I just literally just build. A lot of people ask me, how do I do it? How do I know how to do it? And I honestly, I don't know. Outside of the fact that I am a blessed person where I can almost achieve anything I put my mind to. If I put my mind to it and I can achieve it, then it's not achievable for me. That's how I think about it. So some of my sets come from inspo because I follow other creatives. Some come from watching TV, watching a movie. I see a scene that looks fire, or a room that looks dope. Like, oh, it's a murder scene, they had mass plastic up and a flickering TV. I'm right there like, ooh, I want to do a scene like that, but instead of blood, I'm gonna do red, I'm gonna do black, I'm gonna do yellow, I'm gonna do da-da-da-da. Like, my mind, since I'm always in creative mode. So like, whether it's a movie, whether it's a video, whether it's whatever, like, I'm just always absorbing and like, ooh, I can build that. Like, I'll show you my phone right now, like set ideas, or it's mass different pictures that I've accumulated from the internet, from real life, taking pictures of. I went to, I think it was kayaking somewhere. And I drove past a place that had like a mound of sand. So I'm like, ooh, next summer I'm definitely taking somebody there. We're gonna it was a huge mound. I'm taking somebody there and I'm gonna put them on top and I'm gonna take that picture. It's gonna look like we was in Egypt. It's gonna look like, cause my angle, like, I already know where I'm gonna shoot, how I'm gonna shoot it, how I'm gonna light it, da-da-da-da. So it's just like, I'm always in creative mode, basically, and I'm just able to save that picture, put it in my phone so I can recall it later. Photography has been just a great outlet for me to release. I think when you are a creative and you keep just the pressures of the world around you, especially as, black men, and I have kids and, dealing with just situations. When you create something, it's like it's like a release. So that's one thing that I think it has helped me, is like just relieving the everyday stresses of life. But outside of that, I've met some incredible people. I mean, people who have put me in positions to win. Like, some people go through life, you know, being that person who's always, you know, networking and being the person da-da-da. And I've always been that person when I'm in the city, but photography has allowed me to travel outside of the city and meet people outside of the city. And when I say, especially my friend Jubilee, Jubes, like, that's my dog. We started, you know, damn near at the bottom. And when I say that girl has put me in positions to win, like from doing shoots for ex-basketball players' girlfriends, to flying me to Puerto Rico, to put me on with her client in Miami, and he flying me down there, picking me up from the airport in a Rolls Royce, calling in truck, and like, here, you wanna drive more? They're like, yes, let me drive it, let me whip the Rolls Royce. Like, just those people who I've met on road have impacted my life as well. Just that connection that I've gotten with them, and we're able to, you know, talk and just make sure each other is good and pour into each other. When I came into photography, I remember photographers used to just be like, bro, you're doing too much work. Like, cause I said I was always outside the box. I'm doing all this extra editing to an image. I'm spending literally 2-3 hours editing one image, and they like, bro, you just take their picture, put it on the CD, charge them $100 and send them on their way, because that's all they want is pictures. I'm right there like, that ain't what I want to do. So the best advice I gave myself, which helped me elevate and push through, was done is better than perfect. Done is better than perfect came from like me being a perfectionist. So like the Hobby Lobby thing that we talked about earlier, that almost didn't happen because my makeup artist, who I tried to have on board, a makeup artist just starting, I'm like, this project is gonna do some numbers. Like, I got a feeling, and when I said numbers, I'm thinking, at the time, my post, because I was doing so much creative stuff already, it was already at 200, 300 likes, you know, some shares. So I'm like, oh, this Hobby Lobby thing gonna do at least 500 likes. I'm counting likes at this point. And she agreed to it and everything, and literally, I think we shot on like Wednesday and a Thursday, and come Monday, she's like questioning me about pay and stuff. I'm right there like, you said, I told you it was gonna be a collab. So basically now she like kind of backing out of the collab that we were supposed to be doing, and now she want money. Respect. But I'm right there like, nah, it was supposed to be a collab. Like, you said you was gonna do it, and I'm like, nah, don't worry about it. And I almost canceled it. But then I'm right there like, I keep doing that. I keep having an idea, and I can't find the perfect model. I can't find the perfect stylist. I can't find the perfect outfit. I can't find the perfect scene. So I just wouldn't do the shoot. I'm right there like, nah, I'm doing this. And I called the models, I'm like, can y'all do your own makeup? Like, y'all already do your own makeup like when you go to the club. It ain't gotta be nothing over the top, because it's like it's supposed to be like a regular day. So just do your own makeup, pull up. And they did their own makeup, and they pulled up, and 250,000 views, shares, and a lot of attention later, and that makeup artist missed out on. But ever since that day, I'm like, done is better than perfect. So that's everybody who's a perfectionist out there, get it done. Because done is better than perfect, because perfect doesn't even exist. So if you get it done and it's not to your liking, you can always, the next time, do a little better. Get it done though, the next time. Get it done though, because it's gonna be a little bit better than what you was 3 times ago. Get it done, so get done is better than perfect. A piece of advice that I would give other creatives and photographers, I can't think of one, so I put a few together. One is what we talked about previously, done is better than perfect. If you're a perfectionist, get it done. Get it done, and if you don't like it, you can then analyze it. Oh, I didn't like this, I messed up on that. So boom, add that to your bank. The next time you do a project, you make sure you don't make those same mistakes. Get it done. Then when you look at that and it's done, look at it, analyze it. Where you don't like, what you don't like. Next project, boom, correct all those other mistakes. So get it done. Done is better than perfect. 2, they say surround yourself with smart people. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. That like I can't emphasize how important that is. But for someone like me who's an introvert, that's some people don't know that I'm really an introvert. I love just being in the house. I surround myself social media wise with people who are better than me. When I surround, I'm following them. My news feed is creatives, creativity, lighting, creative lighting, how to do headshots. Like that's what my social media feed consists of. So it then pushes me to be better. Let me try that. Let me see how they doing that light. Let me ask them. Let me just look and see if I can just figure it out by looking at catch lights and highlights, and let me think where the lights might be. Let me then go mimic it. So those are the two best advices I can give people. Done is better than perfect, and surround yourself social media wise, because that's where we spend hours a day. Create your social media so you see what's gonna make you get to the next level.